The world is on the brink of a new revolution as central banks around the world are introducing central bank digital currencies.
Central bank digital currency.
Central bank digital currencies. Cbdc.
Central bank digital currency is coming alive.
Potentially the biggest change to money since, currency consolidation after
That's not the plan. The plan is the central bank digital currency. You will have crypto. You will have a digital wallet. It will be directly from the Federal Reserve to you.
We're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one.
A U.S. Cbdc could also potentially help maintain the dollar's international standing.
Do we say goodbye to the dollar? Cbdcs are digital currencies issued by central banks and are backed by the government. Right now, you can pay either in cash or with a card that is linked to a digital bank instead of having a claim on your deposit against the bank. You have a claim against the central bank directly. Central banks all around the world have started to launch their own Cbdcs. In the Bahamas, a local Cbdc, the sand dollar, has been in circulation for a while. Brazil successfully upgraded its commercial banks payment framework using its new PIX system and is now developing a Cbdc wholesale financial application. According to Reuters, China's central bank launched its digital yuan currency, and most recently, the Fed announced its plans to launch its new real-time payment system FedNow in the middle of 2023. Over the last 10 years, we've used cash less and less, and that's not likely to change, especially in times of COVID-19 where banknotes and coins became possible transmitters of the virus. Cashless payments increased. The COVID-19 crisis caused a shift in payment habits. In addition, where currencies don't have to be printed or coins don't have to be smithed, central banks can save a lot of money. In economics, money is often described as having three functions. As a unit of account, money serves as a measuring stick, ideally linked to the same basket of goods over time. As a means of payment, it facilitates transactions. As a secure store of value, it allows you to store your wealth in a representative form. Another important characteristic in particular for cash is the ability to make anonymous transactions. You can buy what you want from whom you want without the government ever knowing about it.
For example, in cash, we don't know, for example, who's using a $100 bill today. We don't know who is using a 1,000 peso bill today.
With a Cbdc monetary system, the central bank would have full visibility over every single transaction ever made. This is, of course, nothing new. Similar things can be done with digital bank accounts, but in addition to transparency, CbdCs are fundamentally centralized and programmable in its usage.
Cbdc is the ultimate weapon of government control.
CbdCs could potentially be the next step to enslaving the mass population.
Fear has been created after the following statement of the head of the Bank of International Settlements.
The bank will have absolute control on the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that expression of central bank liability.
As we see, CbdCs give central banks the opportunity to restrict spending or withhold your money when it goes against their policy. However, in most advanced economies, constitutional rights would prevent such intervention. At the moment, most governments consider CbdCs only in addition to standard fiat cash, but not as a substitute. Nonetheless, CbdCs could open the door for more governmental control.
Changes are taking place in the global monetary system that may affect the international role of the dollar in the future.
Darrell Duffy, professor of finance at Stanford Business School, said in an interview, among large countries, the US is the least advanced in developing a CbdC, in part due to the lack of government regulation, whilst China is the furthest ahead. Some even claimed that China's digital currency is a threat to dollar dominance. Yet, despite China's progress, the digital yuan has had limited use. Part of this can likely be attributed to privacy concerns by the citizens. The US is taking it slow.
The world's reserve currency. The dollar is so important. We need to get this right. We do not need to be the first ones to do this. We want to get it right, and that's what we're going to do. We'll be thinking not just about the current state of the world, but also how the global financial system might evolve over the next 5 to 10 years.
Claiming that the role of the dollar will be unaffected, we should not forget the broader factors underpinning the international standing of the dollar. If US central bankers decide to go ahead with developing a digital currency, one crucial question will be how to effectively boost consumer engagement. And along with that, how will they solve security and privacy concerns for the public interest? Eventually, CBDCs will be introduced. How will the future look when we're all using CBDCs? And how will our privacy and security concerns be overshadowed by the benefits we receive placing our money in government wallets? Monetary policy decisions will hit us more directly than ever. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.